Struggling to make ends meet with 6 kids. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heiser here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your hashtag not sponsored cheap coffee, and I want to talk about this article on news.com.au because it's one of these woe is me, times are tough, it won't be easy under Albanese type of articles that we're seeing more and more because, frankly, times are tough. Cost of living is going through the bloody moon. I go to the petrol station to buy my coffee, and even that's gone up. $3 for the big one. And everything I see around the shop, like $5 is a discount. I see a bag of chips on the discount bloody tray for $7, guys. One bag of chips, $7. Okay? Not like a whole lot of them. One. I'm officially getting old. That's it. And obviously, apologies for the lack of content, everyone. Nothing exciting, just work. So much work. The house is getting done. I'll have to do a house update as well for that. It's just been crazy. And you know how it is. It's a great problem to have. But let's have a look at this because they miss out something in these articles that I think a lot of people need to be made aware of. So let's check this one out here from news.com.au, everyone's favorite rag. Stressed and anxious. Mum reveals grocery bill horror. Mum who has to care for 6 children. I mean, who would have 6 children? That's just insane. For those of you that aren't aware, I've got 7 children, so I can give insight into this. Revealed the current financial reality that leaves her stressed and anxious. We've had tough times. We've had really tough times where we've had to cut back on spending significantly. Kids don't cost as much as the media lets you believe. They really don't. I use my YouTube revenue, thank you to everyone who watches and supports the channel, to pay for all my kids' activities, swimming lessons, dancing lessons, those type of things. Of course, the last couple of months with my lackluster output, it won't cover that, but nevertheless, that's what it goes to. So, thanks for watching. Frederick's swimming and all the kids dancing is working out well. So, Lewis Connor spends between $500 and $600 on groceries weekly, and she's incredibly stressed and anxious about money. Now, the problem is when you're trying to save on grocery bills, you're going to buy the crap. You're going to buy the filler. You're going to buy the rice. You're going to buy the seed oil. And sometimes you have to. That's probably the worst thing of a recession, the long-term health consequences. Miss Connors, 37, is a mother of 7 children, one whom has died. Oh, that's sad. She lives in Western Australia with her partner, who owns his own water pressure business. They live off $70,000 per year, and money is extremely tight. 70 grand is, well, that's below the average salary, isn't it? I wonder how much of the salaries that we're seeing at the ABS is pumped up by civil servants. Small business owner pulling in 70 grand, that's not too surprising. Miss Connors, who hails from Liverpool, met her husband when she came to Australia to seek a life of freedom. I came out as a free and single girl. I met my husband 3 weeks later, she told news.com.au. Oh boy, that's the old story, isn't it? And then bam, 6, 7 kids. From there, they've created an incredible family together. And while they were never rich, caring for 6 children at once isn't exactly a recipe for saving money. They've also never been stressed about money than they are now. Okay, so, I mean, 70 grand, you can live off. You don't need much money to live a reasonably comfortable life in Australia. You do not really. You can make do. You may not have the flashiest things or the newest stuff or going out to expensive activities all the time, particularly with a lot of kids. It adds up. Yesterday we went out to breakfast, or to lunch. There's a little cafe just in the supermarket here that we go to. And for me to take everyone out, we're dropping close to $200. Okay, this is a rare thing, although it seems to be happening every month now to celebrate a special occasion. We have a lot of birthdays this time of year. So, it has been astronomical this past year. The difference between now and 4 years ago is that I can remember getting a fortnightly shop. The trolley was overflowing. There was enough food for 2 weeks for $370, she said. Yeah, food is getting insanely expensive. One thing I never see mentioned in any of these articles as well is the change to legislation with regards to fruit picking. How we've gone from pallet loads to hourly rate. Why is that never mentioned? This is the problem, everyone. When you vote and advocate for these feel-good rules and legislation, you pay the price. Okay? You pay the price. There are going to be people who push for stuff like that thinks it all sounds good, that aren't going to feel the consequences. Our weekly is now between $500 and $600. I think Rachel got us, when we only had a couple of kids, she got us down to $400 a month. But this is years ago now. That'd be nothing. Even the effort required to get the grocery bill down to $600 requires time and forward planning. The Suave Mum organises every meal in advance and makes everything from scratch. Yeah, she's doing everything she can to save money. You got to. We don't get ready meals. We don't get takeaways, she explained. I go to Woolworths for the rewards program. I go to Aldi for basics and calls to see what is special. I also go to the local fruit and veg shop. We've got a local fruit place up here run by Indian family. Open 24 hours, cheapest we can find. But even that's getting expensive. She told Flex Mobile. What the hell's Flex Mobile got to do? Are they sponsoring this article? I've had to change my approach, checking supermarket specials religiously and then heading to Aldi or my local fruit shop to fill the gaps. Well, Aldi is cheapest. Aldi is the cheapest you can find. At least the last time we checked. Cheaper than Costco. The only manageable costs in their lives is their rent. The family rents from a family member, which has saved it from paying massive rents. Oh, there you go. We are so fortunate that we don't have to be in the housing market. I don't know how people in Perth can afford rent. We wouldn't be able to do it if we had to pay $800 in rent and $600 in groceries, she explained. Ms. Connor said they aren't even thinking about buying at the moment. Technically, they're meant to be saving for a home, but at this point it feels impossible. We are, but it feels so far off. This isn't a big concern because we're really fortunate with our home and there's no pressure to move on, she said. That doesn't mean she's not feeling the financial pressure. Trying to feed such a large family when inflation has soared is tough. It's horrible. It makes me feel incredibly stressed and anxious, and it's just mind-blowing, she said. Any extra expenses have to come from savings now, like birthdays and Christmas, because the cost of living is so high. She said it's normal for the couple to have $10 left before payday now because their budget is so tight. I thought he owns his own business. Does he get payday? Ms. Connor said she and her husband always try to be positive and happy and focus on what matters, family and fun. However, financial stress has been really difficult to navigate and is a constant concern. Now, there's one thing missing from this article. I mean, they're doing everything they can, but I mean, they're pulling in, what, 70 grand? 70 grand per year. One thing that's not mentioned here, and isn't mentioned in any of these articles, particularly with the ones about large family, is the family tax benefit. Okay? Let's have a look at that, because I didn't realize. I'd see all these families with, like, huge number of kids. I remember years ago, there's one gentleman, he was a fundamentalist Muslim, and we went to his house to discuss a project. Rachel and I, we were just newly married. He made her sit in the corner because she wasn't to discuss anything, which was a bit of a culture shock for us. But I wondered, how could he afford this huge family when he's not working? Okay, this is how, when you see those people who aren't working, can afford the big families. And honestly, I have a neighbor who thinks I'm a dole bludger, not earning anything, just living off it, which is probably best because they're at that level of person. They can't understand how you could make money not being a bludger. So it's probably best I let them imagine that. So let's have a look. Let's have a look here. So I found this online, a family tax benefit calculator. You can put in, how much you earn. So we'll say 70,000 for them. Do you have a partner? Yes. How much does your partner earn? 0. Okay. And how many kids do they have? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't know what the ages are. We'll just go 8, 7, 5, 10, 12, 1. Okay. Now, on this income, Sorry, guys, I'm still recovering. So on this income, they're going to get, with this number of kids, they'll get a family tax benefit B total of $44,000. Or sorry, the total of 44 grand. That's 39,000 part A, 4,900 bucks part B. So 45 grand. 45 grand. So you've got, what, 6 kids, 200 bucks fortnightly. Oh, there you go, guys. So what is it going? The maximum FTB part A you can get is 36,000 when your salary is no more than 65,000. See, this is the poverty trap. This is the poverty trap, guys. It disincentivizes you. So when you're earning between 65,000 and 115,000, it'll 20 cents a dollar off the family tax benefit. When you're over 115, it's 30 cents. If your taxable income is equal to more than $153,000, you get more. Wow. To be eligible for the Part A supplement, you have to be 80 grand or less. So they do this because of, well, changes to the tax legislation. You know, it's all different now. And they brought this in. So this family, they should be getting, unless they're not Australian citizens, if they're not, what are they doing here? They're not going to be reaping the benefits. Well, the kids are, aren't they? So they should be getting it. But they'll be getting another 40 grand, 45 grand a year to help support them. It's not mentioned in this article at all. It never is mentioned in any of these articles. Okay, you've got all these people who are bitching and moaning about having to skip meals, not affording stuff. Look at how much they can get. I mean, and this is for the children. It means that they're always going to be fed. They'll always have enough clothing. They'll always be able to go to school. This is what we've got set up here in Australia. And I would find it, I would find a lot of people would not see the benefit of this to ensuring a basic quality of life for the kids here in Australia. I'm sure their parents have pissed it all away on stuff. I mean, here we go. I've got, let me add one more. I've got 7. So what could I get? Hang on. 50 grand, guys. 50 grand. Shit, what's that on? Let's put on 80 grand. What month is it now? What's your partner's income? Oh, we'll split it. We'll go 50,000 each. Let's say, you know, YouTube ain't doing too well. What? Do I get nothing? Oh, wait, that's 500,000. I've got to stop working, guys. I've got to stop working for the year. I'm not going to get anything. I mean, what happens is you have to estimate your income for the year. You tell them what you get, then you can get a payment. And at the end of the year, you got to pay it back. So, yeah, I'm not going to earn anything here. But there you go. Maybe I should just stop working and become a bludger like the neighbors think. What can we earn? 35 grand each. And then just chill. There you go. So let's say you pull in 200 grand. What do you get? Oh, there you go. You still get 5 grand. 200 grand. Wow. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Let's go 220. 220. Oh, there you go. No, all gone. All gone. Okay. Okay. What about 210? 210. Come on. 210. Oh, still. So you can be pulling in 210 grand and still get a little tiny bit of family tax benefit. There you go. Anyway, guys, I thought, you know, this should just be brought to everyone's attention because it's not mentioned in this article. That can cover the food bill. That can cover the rent. And if they're not taking advantage of this system that's been established, they need to talk to a better accountant, really. Okay? So let's have a bit of a chat about this, eh? So what do you think? Are you a fan of these family tax benefits? Or would it be better if you could just split your income with your partner? Our system is quite convoluted, quite complicated. You have to get, if you want to have UBI, you have to get rid of all of these things. You have to get rid of all of the welfare. Never going to happen because you'd be pissing off the most politically active group in the country, angry mums. Okay? Angry mums are a driving political force. They get shit done. You want them on your side. They're the ones you got to watch out for. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this one. Should I just stop working and just relax for the rest of the year? Oh, I couldn't do it. I'd be so bloody bored. Anyway, take care. I'll see you next time.